Greetings, everyone. Pete Pardo here from Sea of Tranquility. Welcome to another edition of What's Hot with Sea of Tranquility. Today, we're going to take a look at a fairly new release, been out about a month or so. Nuclear Blast Records, Thrash Titans from California, Testament, Titans of Creation. If you are a metal fan and you are watching this show and you do not have this is so far here in the early part of 2020, the must-hear metal album of the year. Man, I can't state enough how strong this album is. I have put off reviewing this for the last week because I just can't get enough of it, and I just want to keep digesting it more and more and more before I actually talk about it. Man, it's so good. So this is their first album since 2016, since the Brotherhood of the Snake release, which was also pretty damn strong. Before that, Dark Roots of Earth in 2012. And then, of course, their big comeback album in 2008, The Formation of Damnation, which was, for me, one of my favorite kind of like return or comeback albums over the last like 10, 15 years or so. But I will say, this very well could be one of the three greatest albums they've ever released. This is just a smoking collection of the way classic thrash should be played. The lineup of this band right now is absolutely top-notch, so let's take a look at this and we'll talk about who they are. Okay, Titans of Creation, brand new Testament, Nuclear Blast Records. Let's take a look at here, the cool digipack, right? Okay, let's take a look at the booklet. So, of course, you got most of the mainstays of the band still here, right? So you got Chuck Billy on lead vocals. You got Eric Peterson on rhythm and lead guitars, also does backing vocals. Alex Skolnick, their superhuman lead guitar player. Steve DiGiorgio, superhuman bass player. And on superhuman drums, you got Gene Hoglan, all right? What a lineup! This is got to be the strongest lineup of Testament ever, folks. So let's take a look at this booklet. All right. You got lyrics to, there's what, about 12, 13 songs, something like that on here. There's Chuck. There's Eric, riff master. Mr. Skolnick's coming up here somewhere. There's Alex Skolnick, lead guitar player extraordinaire. Is that someone or is that nobody? Yep, that's Mr. Hoglan, powerhouse drummer. He's like 10 feet tall. I've met him. Great guy. And then, of course, Steve DiGiorgio, excellent virtuoso bass player. Most of these guys have played with all sorts of other bands. So there you got, lyrics and all sorts of cool stuff. Expertly produced album. Okay, I believe Eric Peterson produced the album. Hold on, let me get you that information here. Produced by Eric Peterson and Chuck Billy, and recorded and engineered by Juan Utiago at Trident Studios. Mixed and masters by Andy Sneap. There you have it. Andy, of course, producer and mixer, engineer extraordinaire. Also plays a mighty fine guitar. He's currently part of the co-guitar slot in Judas Priest, right? This is a mammoth, massive sounding album. Like I said, 12 tracks. The last track is called Catacombs. That's more of kind of like a spooky, creepy instrumental. But the rest of it, 11 tracks of blistering thrash, the way it ought to be played. You talk about the big four. Metallica, Megadeth, Slayer, and Anthrax. I got to tell you, here in 2020, there ain't no big four. It's these guys. These guys and Overkill, in my opinion, are doing head and shoulders what the other bands are doing. Exodus isn't far behind. Testament and Overkill have been absolutely killing it in recent years. This is classic mid-late 80s San Francisco, Bay Area, California thrash at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. Riffs to die for. Every song is just jam-packed with acrobatic, pile-driving, crunchy riffs. All right, blazing solos from mostly Skolnick, but Peterson also contributes some great solos as well. You've got Chuck Billy's awesome vocals, gruff, perfectly made for thrash. And you've got DiGiorgio and Hoglan just absolutely killing it on the rhythms, double bass drumming, and just all sorts of frenetic rhythms just pounding your brain. But the songs are memorable. All right. songs are memorable. They're galloping, they're barnstorming. You got Children of the Next Level kicking it off. A great opener. All right. World War III. Kick-ass song. And a lot of the lyrics, a lot of this stuff is just very much in line with so much stuff that's been going on in the world lately. Right? Dream Deceiver. Killer song. Night of the Witch. City of Angels. Evil sounding song. Chuck's got some really kind of gravelly, almost growling vocals on that one. All right. Ishtar's Gate. The Incredible Symptoms, which has just some pile-driving drums from Hoagland with machine gun riffing. Oh, it's just killer. False Prophet, kicks ass. The Healers. Code of, Hamora? Hamora? Yeah, I believe that's how they say it. Curse of Osiris, which is one of my top 3 songs on the album. Again, the riffing is just nonstop. Amazing stuff. Just cuts right through you. And then, of course, I mentioned Catacombs kind of ends the album with some keyboards and weird sound effects and things like that. But the rest of it, man, just absolutely brutal thrash, precision thrash. It's technical. It's progressive in spots. But it's all heavy metal, folks. This is the way thrash should be played by the masters. Again, forget the big 4. Testament is at the top of the mountain right now. I'm telling you, this is one of the contenders for Album of the Year right here. You heard it here, folks. If you have not heard this album and you're a metal fan, you need to get it ASAP. I'm telling you. Crank it up loud, enjoy it, and visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're on YouTube all the damn time. More new stuff coming up. Going to be reviewed over the next couple days. The new Crypt Trip, the new Candlemass. Awesome stuff, right? And stay tuned for more ranking the studio albums, favorite album of the year, all sorts of cool stuff coming up. So you don't want to miss any of it. But man, I'm telling you, order this. Get it. It is amazing. Up the horn. See you soon. Bye-bye.